And there's my problem. What is up, guys? And I'm trying to do another vlog today. I don't know why I don't do more of these. I mean, they're just so easy. Literally just hold out a camera on a stick and record. And by the way, my T6i does not have that good of focusing. I'm actually using my remote. Focus on that. Focus back on me. Works great. So I thought I'd make a video about my workflow and possibly some of the things that either Apple could improve on or Google could improve on, or just in general, I guess. Because I've never actually shown my complete workflow of how I do like homework and all that and whatever. So I'm going to switch this around, continue to use the remote because it's great. So you're probably lucky my microphone died, because I basically just said like square monitors are good and that school MacBooks are trash. My microphone died and you just saw that. I went back and edited it, and it looks like when I turn the microphone around, because it's on a V-mount, or I have a different one now, but when I turned it around, it just totally cut out. And I basically talked for 30 minutes and didn't record any audio. The heck is that? So I'll try to keep this second version, I'll try to keep it shorter, just because I have to go to Lifetime Fitness in a few minutes or so. So I'll walk over to my bedroom where I do most of the schoolwork. Hey Google, turn the desk on.
Turning on the desk.
Magic of Philips Hue. I'll turn on my MacBook. So I've been doing schoolwork today because I go to school Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and are home the rest of the days. Still have to do a lot of homework on the days that I'm home. So I've been scanning in some documents from my Hackintosh that are for upcoming tests I need to study for. And I used the server connect command on this computer. I'll get into why I use that instead of some other things. So basically, I work a lot on different computers and I need them all to be synchronized with each other. The way I do that is with one central computer. So I'm going to use the network command and connect to my Hackintosh over the network. And I have some PDFs in this folder, the desktop. So I'll drag those over to this computer. Now I can upload them to Google Drive and whatnot. Now I actually do have Google Drive file stream, but the reason why I don't use it is because Google Drive file stream is way different than normal Google Drive. So I wanted to organize by last modified, which is what I usually do. This is a document that I edited yesterday. On Google Drive file stream, when you restart your computer, it automatically arranges by none, which is basically alphabetical. And I don't really want alphabetical ordering. I want to be able to see my last modified files so I can easily continue working on them instead of searching in alphabetical order through every single one of my files that I've ever done. And that is why I use Drive on the web. And I've created this shortcut right here. I don't exactly remember how I did it, but it basically, if you click on it, it opens up a website. And the website is the Google Drive website, which is what I'm now using, because it has an option to permanently sort by last modified. So I edited this folder last and this file last, and just continue working. Also, you notice that there's some blank area on the screen. That is because this Google Chrome window was originally on this monitor, and there's some space over there too. So on this monitor, the issue I have with the 11-inch MacBooks is that they simply aren't big enough. Seems a little strange for most people, but it truly is not big enough for anything. I'll tell you why. Now, education stuff on a computer requires a lot of documents to be printed out and edited and other stuff. And the 11-inch MacBooks have a 16:9 aspect ratio screen, which makes an 8.5 by 11 document cut off halfway through. This document isn't too long, so you aren't really missing out on stuff. But if it's a longer document, what really helps is a square monitor like this. This is a Dell E176FP, and I got it for free from my dad's work. These can be purchased super cheap on Amazon, eBay, and other places. And I definitely recommend one of these if you're in education and you need a bigger monitor. Don't just get a bigger 16:9 monitor. You'll still have the same issue as I'm having, cuts off your document. I would recommend getting one of the Dell Square Business monitors. Normally the VGA ones are super cheap. This is a VGA one. And it seems to work great for documents. So you can see I have the rest, I can see the rest of my document. Also for reading textbooks and other novels through the Kindle reader, I can see more on a full screen. If I had a 13-inch MacBook, those have a 16:10 aspect ratio screen, so this would be slightly taller, which would also help with the document editing and whatnot. So if you're having trouble reading or don't like to read on a computer, just get a cheap square Dell business monitor, and it'll really help you with documents and reading and stuff. I like to have my textbook on this one and then edit whatever, usually some form or another document, which I don't really need to see the entire thing. I still edit a document on here, have a textbook on here. Works great. So you may have noticed this thing up here on top of my monitor. Well, it's a Logitech Bluetooth audio receiver that is connected to my Bose Companion 2 speakers from 2004. And the reason why I have that, instead of just playing audio from this, is because I use Apple Music as my streaming service. And I cannot figure out how to sign into iTunes and still have it play my Apple Music library. So what I do is I just play audio from my phone, and I can listen to it through the awesome speakers. Normally, if I want to hear audio from the computer, I can just pull the cable out of here and plug it into here. Works perfect. And normally, I'm not even listening to music on this computer because it's all restricted anyway. I do watch a few videos, but those just have voice, and the voice sounds better on the tinny built-in speakers than it does on these speakers because they're so bassy. These are great for music, not great for voice. I don't need to hook it up to this computer because it only has voice, no music. So another thing that I guess it's kind of reasonable, but still something kind of annoying on the MacBook Air is you can't have Premiere or any of the Adobe software on here. But the way I get around that, and I kind of recommend this if you have other things like video editing or audio editing or whatever, is to actually make a screen sharing server. I have one with my Hackintosh, so I can just type in VNC and then its DDNS address and simply screen share to the computer. And there we go. I just had to enter my Hackintosh password again. So I can just work in Premiere or any of the Adobe stuff or anything I need to on my Hackintosh instead of doing it on this computer, which I can't even do. So that's kind of helpful. If you have another MacBook, I think you can even do this with a Chromebook using Chrome Remote Desktop. So I definitely recommend screen sharing if you need to do extra work that requires a different computer. Like I do video projects for some things, and I need Premiere to edit those, but I can't do it on this computer. So I just screen share to my Hackintosh. Works great. So I think that concludes the workflow tour and various rants about some things. Hey Google, turn the desk off.
Sure, turning the desk off.
I have actual work to do on my Hackintosh, so I'm going to end this right here. I will see you next time.